Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn about functional interface and a lambda function. A functional interface in Java is an interface that have only one abstract method, means only one method with no body. It was introduced in Java 8 version and functional interface provides developer to use the lambda function. We will see later in this video what is lambda function and how to use lambda function. So functional interface allow a developer to write a more clear, more concise and more expressive code. So let's see an example. I am using IntelliJ IDEA. So I already created a functional interface class. Let's create an interface with name my functional interface. You can add an annotation of at the rate functional interface that tells the compiler that this interface is an functional interface. This is totally optionally you can add, or you don't want you can it will work fine. So to make this interface as an functional interface you have to write one abstract method. Let's suppose int, let give a name it func that take an argument a string and semicolon. Now if you want to use this function in another class, you can use it via lambda function. So now here comes a role of lambda function, how we can use the lambda function in functional interface. So let's suppose this function take an argument string and return the length of the string. So how we can make that? So first you have in a normal way, what will you do? You need to make a class. Let's suppose A that implements my functional interface, and you will override the func method and return the annotation override. Let's see what is giving the error. Okay, public. You need to make it public. And what the next what you will do? You have to make the okay. Okay. Now what you will have to do? You have to make a object of class AA, and then you have to call the func method to get the length of the string. But if I say that you don't need to make another class, you can do the same work with the help of lambda expression. How we can do that? Let's suppose it gives a length. We let store in a len and call the method wait a minute, make a object of my functional interface obj is equal to. Now in place of making a object of functional interface, you can just provide the functionality of the func method. Now here you can understand why there is only one method, one abstract method in the functional interface. Here you are directly providing the body of a method. Now there is no ambiguity that which function it needed to implement. Let's suppose if there is one another function func with two with the only one parameter in str, then it may produce an ambiguity that here which function it is going to call it. So that's why it only contain one abstract method. Now if we provide uh, need to provide, let's suppose str as an argument and give a body, it will return the length of the string. Okay, now let's print the string length by calling the method obj dot function, let's suppose hello, and now run it. Now you can clearly see that it is returning the length of the string. So this is the use of the lambda function. Okay, now let take some example of predefined functional interface like com comparator. You usually use in your Java code to sort the array as you want, predict, and there are many functional interface are already inbuilt in Java. A functional interface can have default and static method. I already defined what is a default method in my previous video. You can check out. Now, the second thing is we can pass lambda function as an argument. Let's see how we can use it. Let's suppose I have let's take a same example, make another class, public static int func2, that first thing that it take an lambda function of my functional interface. So that's why we have to provide the my functional interface reference ov, and it will take the second argument as string that will call the func method of the my functional interface. Now here we can pass the lambda function to the func2 method. It will act as a body of the func method. And the second argument will be, let's suppose, string. Here we are passing the lambda. This is the lambda function or lambda expression. We are passing that lambda expression into the func2 function. This will act as a body of the func method in the my functional interface. Let's run it and we will see the same result. It is 5. So here it is all about the functional interface and lambda function. So Meet in the next video.